Hello viewers, welcome to Miri Online. And in today's special edition, we are joined by a special guest from global energy producer, Jindal Africa. And I'm here in the studio, joined by Mr. Neeraj Saxena. Mr. Neeraj, welcome.
Welcome, Tim. Thank you.
Yes. Mr. Neeraj, probably we can start with you introducing yourself, what you do at Jindal, and then you can tell us about Jindal Africa.
Okay. Thank you, Tim. I am Neeraj Saxena, Country Director and the Project Head for Jindal Energy Project. An employee of Jindal, or we call ourselves Jindalites. So I'm a proud Jindalite from last 23 years. And I believe that we are going to produce many proud Jindalites in Botswana. As a company, Jindal is a multinational, multi-global company, majorly in steel, power and mining sectors, operating in approximately 25 countries. In Africa, we are available in South Africa, Mozambique, Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Cameroon, Senegal, to name a few. In Botswana, we are developing, as I said, Jindal Energy Project, but to just divide it, it is an integrated energy project. When I say integrated, just to qualify it, it has 4 times 175 megawatt of thermal power project. It is 4.5 million tons of coal mines. It is 8 million cubic meters of well field development, and along with it a lot of infrastructure. I don't know whether you have gone to Mamabula area somewhere, not it's actually a mid of bushes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can see the leopard also, so to that level. So it's a complete green field. So we have to develop the road. In recent times you might have heard that we have done the last month groundbreaking. So we are making the Capricorn Road, housing for the workers, housing for the employees, and actually everything which you need to survive in the bushes.
Yeah.
So that is what in the total. But the uniqueness of, I think this project is something which everyone as a Botswana, as in the world, should know. This is the first ever 100% FDI project of the country. When we keep on hearing 100% FDI, but what is FDI?
Yeah.
That means every funding or every poola which is required in order to make what I have just described is being brought from outside. And all the capital investment which has been done or which has to be done is being done by the company. So typically we have seen in earlier times where there are all government projects where the funding is being done by the government.
Yeah.
But in this case, Jindal is 100% funding the whole project. And in coming times, our total investment would cross 28 billion poolas in all this infrastructure which I have just said. I don't have to mention that with this project coming in, jobs would be created, definitely. Without those, this project will never come in. But just to say that private sector project, 100% FDI, and it's one of its own kind where it is a 100% self-sustainable project.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, it seems like quite a hefty investment Jindal is going to make in Botswana.
Yes.
But probably let's zone in and zero in and talk about what the project is about, what Mama Bula, what you are doing in Mama Bula, so that our viewers can have a hawk eye understanding of what you do.
No, I think I will definitely, Tim, will keep on inviting you so that you can also see the changes.
Yeah.
It's really a shame that Google Maps does not update that area on a very
Yeah.
regular basis. So if you'll go, you will just see a small box being cleared up.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, as we speak today, more than 700 people are working on the project as we speak now.
Yeah.
So definitely there is a lot of things are happening. But if you look at it, it's the complete construction of the thermal power project. Our all major OEMs are from India. So definitely you will see all heavy equipments coming in recent times, all with the way from India to Botswana.
Yeah.
And coal mines, it's an open cast pit where we will have the mining operation as well as the wash plant, and then huge conveyors to carry that coal to the power plant. And definitely well field is something which, as a Botswana, we all know that how we developed the well field, which we have developed multiple for Botswana, for BPC, or even for Masama and others. So similarly, we have a lot of boreholes all combining together, making the reservoir and then pumping all the way to our power plant. So definitely, and other than that, huge civil construction, road construction. I can tell you that this project is going to touch base with everyone. Till yesterday, you could have never thought of that how this project is going to touch base your media house.
Yeah.
But today we are, right?
Yeah.
So this kind of mega projects will definitely touch base to each and every sphere which are available, and each and every resource which are available in the country.
Yeah, and probably, I mean, it'll be of interest to know Jindal has operations all over the world.
Yes.
What made Jindal particularly interested in Botswana? What is it about Botswana that was of interest to Jindal to come and start up operations here?
No offense to any other country, but still, Botswana is a very unique country, not only in the southern African side, but the whole of Africa, because we keep on going and investing into it. It's a very peaceful country. It's a very systematic and a procedural country, where law and the government prevails at the top. And we are very proud, which we have seen last year, how the transition has happened of the power. You don't see it in African countries, very common. So that means the political stability, the bureaucratic functionality, and then the talented pool which is available. The only challenge was that there was not an opportunity for them to work and show. So I think all these make and the investment is safe. So looking at all these factors, and definitely other than that, the biggest is the availability of the coal, which is in abundance. It's more than 200 billion tons of coal which is available in the country. Our resource is 2.7 billion tons, which is huge. And definitely we would like to monetize this resource for the development of the country. And if you would have seen our job advertisement in Meghi newspaper only, you might have seen the tagline as building nations, developing communities.
Yeah.
So we cannot develop the nation if we are not able to utilize and develop the resources available in the nation.
Yeah. And I mean, now I think would be an opportune moment for us to talk about the Mama Bula project, how far Jindal has come to this date, and how much money, capital has been pumped into the project to date.
Okay. Till yesterday, I have to ask my accountant today. Till yesterday, I think our injection has crossed 1.87 billion pulas, And definitely, as I've told you, that we will be crossing the mark of 28 billion pullers, and so subject to the frequency or the fluctuation in the currency. But somewhere around more than $2 billion is what the investment we are looking for. And when we say with respect to the financing of it, we have done the financial closure for our power plant project. We have ordered all the major OEMs, as you see, the boilers and the turbines. And this is a very huge project, you know. Sometimes people always ask, oh, you have started, when are you going to end? So just to tell your viewers, such projects, it will run for next 4 years, project only. These are huge, you know, it takes time and thousands of people, more than 4,000 to 5,000 people are required to build this. And that too in a span of 2 to 3 years. So our first unit commissioning would be happening in the start of 27. And after every 4 months, we'll start commissioning every other second unit.
Yeah.
So all the 4 units will commission it by 2028. And we are very hopeful that with the talent what we have, the work which we have and the knowledge skills which we have, and the support what we are getting in an overall development, I think you will find that, you know, usually we have this, that none of the projects have been completed on time. Many of the projects we keep on reading in the newspapers and various channels of the media that, you know, we keep on delaying, has been delayed by this much or that much. But through this program, I can assure everyone that you will find that this is one of its kind project which has not been even delayed, but came before time.
Yeah, and I think we can then talk about, we have talked about the money that will be invested in the project, but probably let's talk about the amount of electricity that stands to be generated once you have fully commercialized the plant, and it would be of interest to know how that will help the country achieve its intended goal of energy security.
See, the total plant, as I have told you, it is 4 times 175. So the total generation would be 700 megawatt. But in order to generate that power, you consume some more power. So approximately 100 megawatt will be consumed internally in order to facilitate the whole power plant and the mines and everything to run. So 600 megawatt will be exported to Botswana Power Corporation, for which we have already signed the power purchase agreement with them for next 30 years after the plants are being commissioned. And I think this will completely change the landscape of it, not only when we say energy security, definitely for next 30 years, then we don't have to worry about the power supply or going shortages. In recent past also we have seen how we were in trouble when there was a shortfall of the power from the South African side, or shutdown of the units of the BPC, which is a very normal thing in these kind of things. So it will not only bring the energy security, but it will bring a new stream of exporting the same power which till the commissioning of our project we were importing. So now instead of paying anyone outside Botswana in dollars, we will be making the money and bringing the money back in our country.
Yeah.
So I think that will be a big change in the complete. So you will reverse the whole cycle of the business, wherever you importing it, and now you will start exporting.
Yeah.
So I think that will change. Second scenario, what's going to happen is, if we have power, if we have manpower, we have land, political stability, systematic approach, you will find a lot of investors coming in. Because that is what you need at any level when you start the business. And as the government is showing so much interest, the new regime is saying that, you know, we have to make the manufacturing hub. For manufacturing on machining running for 24/7, what you need is power.
It's power, yeah. So you see Jindal coming in to help Botswana industrialize and ensure that we have the sufficient energy that the country will need to eventually.
For industrialization, you need power.
Yeah.
You have seen, you know, when Silebe Peakway was running and we were running and manufacturing the copper, the power consumption was the major consumer. So all the mines which are coming in right up to Khansi, the copper mines which have come in, when they will bring their beneficiation plant, they need power.
Yeah.
So definitely once they establish those plants there, they need power. It will come through this. And then in return, obviously job creation and other benefits will come along.
Yeah. I mean, if we were, you definitely do not operate in silos. You operate within a community. And I think now would be a pivotal time for you to tell us what Jindal does in areas where it operates for the community and for the people that live around the mine. But particularly, we could start off by focusing on your citizen spend of all your procurement that you're going to do. How much do you think the project will spend on citizen-owned companies? And probably you can paint a holistic picture on that.
Okay, let me take the communities first because they are much closer. Yeah. Well, that does not mean that the business community is not, yeah. But definitely CSR is something which is in the DNA of a Jindalite. As I told you, our motto is building nations, developing communities. So inclusive growth is what our model is. I cannot grow or we cannot grow until unless our communities grow. So all the 4 villages or 5-6 villages which are inside our community area or influence area, we are working with them very closely, especially Mukane, Mapashalala, Dovedale, Pala Road, to Kudumatse, to Debete. What we are doing is, we have taken multiple roles in education, health and women empowerment. Yeah, I'm not sure you remember last year we ended up donating approximately 6,628 or 38 books, if I'm not wrong, to all the primary school students.
Yeah.
There was a huge shortage and we decided that a good education and a good knowledge, at least children should have the books. So education, we started that. Right now, my team is busy working on giving every possible student in those schools, including the junior secondary school in Mukane, the pair of one school dress. I think there are more than 2,200 students. Another one project which they are working right now is the renovation of the Mapashalala primary school. Mapashalala is a very small village, you know, around 800 plus people. And obviously with the increase of the manpower, with the screen of it, with good things comes the bad also. We had last month a meeting with Botswana police and we requested them that, you know, they should increase the police guarding in the village. And they have shown some of the constraints. And we decided to donate them porta cabins of housing, office, toilets worth more than 1 million pula. And soon we'll be developing that area so that more police officers and guards can be available in Mapashalala. So if you look into the health side of it, last year we have donated more than 800,000 pula worth of medical equipments to all the 4 clinics in the villages. Yeah. We have brought one ambulance and we have a paramedic at the site and their phone numbers are available in the village. In case of very severe emergencies, we don't have to depend on Mahalape or Gabs for those passengers to be transported. We'll help them to transport them in case of requirement.
Yeah, and now if we are to bounce back to the citizen spend, where we talk about the businesses that you operate in, and I mean, mining is a huge industry. Power generation is also another huge industry, and you need an ecosystem of other small business players to feed into that blockchain. So tell me about the way in which you plan to feed in local businesses to support your commercialization of the plant.
See, for us, local businesses, we are looking at their capacity building. Just one-time trading or one-time business will not make any major impact. So I think till today we have crossed more than 600 million Pula worth of contracts which have been awarded to 100% citizen-owned companies under various sections, in construction, in supplies, wherever they are best in. You are best in media, so we would prefer you to go ahead in media. I'll give you an example. Rather, 2 days back in the Future of Mining Summit also I have said this. We are in process of developing the first citizen-owned industrial security company. I would not like to take the name of the company in your program, but this person is associated with us from last 12 years. And now he is developing his security company, and there are more than, I think, 50 guards now. But they are not those guards who sit on the chair and then keep on sitting. Our team, even from India, because we are operating a lot of steel plants, power plants, mines, cement plant globally. So our team is preparing them that how an industrial security company is different from a normal security company. What are those functions which they have to perform as a security company? What are those requirements? And you will see, and I proudly can say that he will become the first ever industrial security company of Botswana. And he will flourish wherever any industry is opening. So that is what our way of developing the citizen economic empowerment, as we call it. So we emphasize on that empowerment in this way.
Okay. And I mean, to engage you now as a technocrat, as somebody who understands mining very well, there has been worries, about the performance of coal prices in international markets. How are you preparing your operations to be able to be profitable given the constraints that exist in the market?
See, coal prices are globally controlled. Nor Jindal nor any company in Botswana or globally, actually they control the prices. It's all about the demand and supply. Yes, currently they are at the low. 2 years back they were highest ever. So this fluctuation will keep on happening. The first thing for any mining company is to be efficient operations. So you should be in a position to handle the lowest level of the graph in pricing. I think with the extensive knowledge of mining and the experience of last 50 years of doing mining of coal, iron ore, bauxite and all rare earth minerals, I think Jindal has attained the in-house capabilities to streamline the operations and increase the efficiency and the production within the mining. One.
Yeah.
I think that knowledge will help us to sustain in Botswana also. Secondly, we have our power plant, which is a much bigger project in comparison to the mines, and mine will keep on supplying the power plant for its regular sustainability. So the local consumption will help. With respect to export, I think in the recent summit which has just concluded, we had a very wonderful discussion with the Honorable Minister of Transport and Infrastructure, and he has assured that he is working intensively with his counterparts and BR and Transnet to develop the Mamabula Lepalale rail line. And I think our Honorable President has also stated the same months back when he was in the South Africa with his counterpart, and they have made that commitment.
Yeah.
So definitely, and mining is not a 1 year or 2 year business. When you go into the mining, at least you think of 30 to 40 years in your horizon. So we are definitely sure that with our investment coming in and mine coming in and government's positive approach towards the solution finding and making the coal viable business, I can definitely tell you that once the railway link is open, then actually coal Botswana, let us call like that, will be open to the world.
Yeah. I mean, how crucial, now that you have mentioned the Mama Bula Lepalale rail link, how crucial will it be for Jindal to have efficient rail link systems, especially, I mean, addressing the infrastructural gaps that we already know exist within the country?
No, it's very crucial. And it's not only for Jindal, actually. If you look at any bulk commodity mining company, maybe it's Jindal, maybe it's MCM, maybe it's Minergie for coal, or Matla, or in copper, Comecao, or Sandfire, they also need, because they are all bulk miners. We cannot, I always keep on telling my friends from the diamond industry, I said, you can carry a small diamond, or the recent one which we have found, which is I think 2,492 carats, it's half a kg. I said, you can carry in your pocket. It might be worth $100 million, but I might need 100 trains to export that coal, or the copper, or the iron ore. So definitely for all the miners of bulk commodity, it is any rail link is very crucial, and the way now the current administration is working to bring this onto the ground, I think will definitely make a very, very positive impact on the mining industry in Botswana.
Yeah. And, you talked about having attended the Future of Mining Summit. One of the buzzwords that was thrown around was benefication. The country wants to just move away from using natural resources they are or exporting them. I'm wondering here what Jindal role will be in helping the country achieve that benefication drive.
See, benefication coal, first of all, we are mining the coal, and then we will have the wash plant. So we will be washing and beneficiating it. And then we have moved one step further. We are consuming also locally in generating into the power. So instead of selling the coal, we'll be selling the power. So Botswana Power Corporation will export the power which is being generated by the coal. So we are not only mining, we are beneficiating, and we are consuming it also locally. So we are completing the whole cycle. Nothing is going out. Only the final product, which is power, is going and is being exported.
Yeah.
And that too by Botswana Power Corporation.
And beyond the scope of operations that you have shared here, what other future plans does Jindal have for Botswana? What, in terms of your operations? Do you see yourself widening your scope?
If you look at the history of Jindal, we always say we are here to stay. You will never see that Jindal has moved out of any country till now, at least in my last 23 years, but historically also you can see. So definitely we always do the business for the sustainability, and sustainability for a longer duration. So when we say so, we are looking ahead for various rare earth minerals which are being now explored in Botswana. We are looking for mining and beneficiating those minerals in Botswana, and definitely expanding onto the power also. Why to restrict ourselves into that 600 megawatt? Why not, as some time back, I think it was being said that why can't we have an IRP of 8,000? I said definitely. And Jindal also thinks that way, that why we are stopping ourselves at 600? Why cannot we be given the opportunity to make another 3,000-4,000 megawatt of power in Botswana? We have already set up. Right now it is very difficult because we are making the road, water, pipeline, everything. But later on everything is available. We have to just keep on adding and increasing, and that too in a very shortest time.
Yeah.
So definitely if you are looking into that, we have long-term expansion plans for Botswana, and making Botswana a power and a mining hub for us.
Yeah. Viewers, there you have it. I was joined here by Jindal, and they definitely have plans to expand in Botswana. They are currently operating in Mamabula, where they have a license to operate a coal mine that they will later use to generate electricity and feed into the main grid. Let us know what you think about this and engage with them as you wish. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Central District of Botswana, a new chapter in Africa's energy story is unfolding. A chapter powered by vision, infrastructure, and people. Welcome to the Jindal Mamabula Energy Project, a bold investment by Jindal Africa, a subsidiary of India's global powerhouse Jindal Power Limited. Jindal, a company started from humble beginnings by Mr. Shri Om Prakash Jindal over 50 years ago, later turned into a global conglomerate under the visionary leadership of the current chairman, Mr. Naveen Jindal. It all began with a strategic acquisition. In 2012, Jindal BVI Limited acquired CIC Energy Corp for $116 million, unlocking access to over 2.7 billion tons of thermal coal in the greater Mamabula coalfield. But this is not just about mining coal. It's about transforming it into reliable and scalable energy that fuels growth. At the heart of the operation is a 600 megawatt coal-fired power station, Botswana's largest independent power project. The plant will supply power to Botswana Power Corporation for the next 30 years. Backed by strong government support and regulatory approvals, the project is already reshaping Botswana's energy future. Jindal Africa has invested over 300 million pula in a 26-kilometer access road linking the A1 National Road at the Tropic of Capricorn to the project site. This road is more than just asphalt. It's a symbol of connectivity, community, and commerce. With over 1.87 billion pula already invested, including 600 million pula into citizen-owned businesses, the impact is real. Jobs created, businesses empowered, a total of 5,000 jobs during construction and 1,000 permanent roles once operational. Through its graduate engineering program, 20 Botswana engineers have already joined the team, with 20 more to be absorbed each year for the next 5 years. Jindal is bridging the skills gap, supporting local institutions and creating sustainable careers. Over 4.4 million pula has been invested in CSR initiatives, from health and education to women's empowerment. In partnership with Bank of Baroda, Jindal has started a financial inclusion program helping women in host communities open bank accounts free of charge. While rooted in coal, Jindal's vision aligns with Botswana's energy transition. The Jindal Mamabula Energy Project is a cornerstone of Vision 2036, Agenda 2030, and Africa's Agenda 2063. This is more than a project. It's a promise, a partnership, a legacy. Jindal Africa, powering Botswana, empowering communities. Bye.